more integrated with each other, they'll be better. You're blending in Schroeder. Now, for the most part, Schroeder's taking over the point. LeBron is playing off the ball a lot more than I think everybody, because Schroeder says, I want to be the point guard. They told me that I was going to be the point guard. And for the most part, LeBron has conceded and let him, handle the ball, run the offense for the lion's share of the time that they're in the game together. Marc Gasol is going to have to get acclimated. He's going to have to, look, he's not going to be active like JaVale and Dwight. He's just not. That's just not his game. It's never have been. But he's a great passer in the post, and his defensive prowess, Skip, is not above blocking shots above the rim, but he gets to a place, contests, pulls his hands up, and makes it difficult on you. We just got to find the rotation. They want to get Wesley Matthews minutes, but Skip, it's hard to play him when his defense is slack and he's not making shots. So it's hard for him to get minutes. Kuz has been hit or miss. The night before against Minnesota, Skip, he couldn't miss. The other night, he had 6 points, no assists, no rebounds.
Yep.
And so right now, they're just trying to find continuity. It was a very fast turnaround. So I believe at the beginning of this year, they're worse than where they were last year. But I believe over the long term, they will be better.
So you think the pieces could make them better than
Yes, I do.
And you did not mention Montrez.
Yes, Trez is going to be just fine.
And he's going to be what for you?
Trez, look, they got him to give them offense, and we know he can give you offense and hustle. But he's also might have to forego some of that offense, Skip, in order to be better defensively. He's going to have to make sure he puts a body on those bigs. You just can't just go hustle guys for the basketball. And I think sometimes that's what he tries to do. But these guys are crafty. Cantor knows all the tricks of the trade. He'll fake one way and roll, and next thing you know, he has the ball. So Trez will be just fine. The guys, once they get a rotation, he's trying to find, okay, what lineup can I close with? But all of this would have been, if AD plays like AD, we're going to have another discussion, and it won't be anything about what Trez is doing.
So I've heard many people in the media, and then I heard Damian Lillard say before he played at Lakers the other night, they won the offseason. I believe you thought they won the offseason. I'm sorry, I can't see it. Again, I'm more Clippers than I'm Lakers, but I try to be objective and say, are they bet? Last year, I thought they really made a lot of sweet moves under duress. Rob Pelinka was the executive of the year to me because once Kawhi just jerked that rug right out from under him on July the, 5th? All of a sudden, they scrambled, and it was one nice little move after another, and they piled up and added up to bubble championship. But this time, you lost so much. You lost your interior. You lost your firepower in the post because
I do wish we had another big.
Hey,
I'm talking about a true big, Skip, because I don't look at Trez as a big.
He is not a big. So Dwight Howard was really good last year. He was on his best behavior, and he plays with such edge. He plays in the gray area where it's some little bit cheap shotty, but in a good way because he's your enforcer. And he brought an attitude and an edge, and you could play him home. You could play him down the stretch. And he's got high IQ because he's been playing a long time, and he is a defensive player of the year multiple times. Man, he was so good, and now he's a Sixer. And Danny Green is a Sixer. And Danny Green, I know you rip on him because he's hot and he's cold, and he seems like it's cold more than hot, but it balances out over the year. I was watching the Sixers last night. Looked like they were in trouble again against Toronto, and they roared back. And Danny Green, who everywhere he goes, good things happen, like championships, San Antonio, Toronto, L.A. He was really good last night to me, to my eye. He plays such good disruptive defense. He just knows how to play basketball. JaVale took a lot of flack from Shaq the Fool and all that.
Yeah, I like JaVale. But he plays hard. He gives you everything he has.
He plays so hard, and he was a starter for you last year. And he is so long and so athletic that it's hard to replace him. And you replaced him with the antithesis of long and athletic in Gasol. Again, he's got high IQ. He knows how to play. You know, obviously his big brother, he was taught well. He's got all the Euro style and steps and craftiness. But can he replace those two bigs? I don't think so. And then Trez. Vogel already took a little heat after the game the other night. He tried to close with Trez.
Right.
Well, that's the Clipper trap. That was against Denver. They kept trying to close with Trez and Lou Williams. Lou didn't even want to be in the bubble for much of the time. I don't think Trez wanted to be in the bubble, but he was out of shape. Now he's in shape. I give you that. He's just too short. I think he's like 6'6".
Right.
I don't know. They list him at more 6'7"-ish, but he's not a big man.
No.
He can't guard big men, and he can't make things happen in the paint that you need to make happen to close deals.
Right.
Okay? So I don't know that he's a huge upgrade, because remember, the Clippers were done with him for multiple reasons. He became subversive, malcontent in the locker room because he didn't like the way Kawhi, obviously, and Paul George got special privileges, and I get that, but they just said no to Montrez, and he voiced as he posted, he was shocked. He thought he was going to stay with the Clippers.
Right.
Okay, so he's got a chip on his shoulder. I give you that. That's advantage you. So maybe it'll play out well. But then I keep looking at playoff Rondo is gone. He's backing up Trey in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I wish he were a Clipper, but he's not a Laker either. And the other night against Portland, I thought you missed playoff Rondo down the stretch. He's a closer. He's really good. He knows how to get games home.
Well, they couldn't get stops and they couldn't make any shots. And at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, especially in a nip and tuck ball game. Can you get stops? Can you make shots? And Portland was able to make shots and get stops, and the Lakers were unable to do that. But I just think, Skip, yes, it's going to take some time because you're blending in basically a point guard and a big. So you got Schroeder and AD is going to have to find their chemistry. Mark is going to have to find, okay, this is where I need to be. This is how I need to do it. But like I said, I think early on they're not as good as they were last year. But I believe over the long haul, maybe a month into the season.
Okay. No Danny Green, no Avery Bradley. You lost your two best perimeter defenders, unless you want to throw Wes Matthews. I haven't seen it yet.
Right.
In his past, he has been that guy.
And he's been a decent three-point shooter, but now he can't buy one.
No, he can't. But those two guys are really big-time 3-and-D guys who can make them at the highest level in big games.
KCP's playing really well for us.
Okay, I got that. But he was there, and he's still there.
Skip, they keep counting on Kuzma.
And he's never been able to fit in with LeBron and AD as that third wheel.
He just needs to be consistent. You can't give somebody 22, 23 one night and then turn around and give them 6. Just be consistent. If you just give them a consistent 15 to 17, that's better than the highs of 23 and the lows of 6.
I don't know why, but he always comes across to me as an outsider looking in, like he's not in the club. With LeBron and AD. That's how it feels.
Well, ain't nobody in the club. Okay. Yeah, I mean, ain't nobody in the club. No.
Well, unfortunately, the club was closed in the fourth quarter the other night because AD, your MVP this year, I don't know what happens to him. He just sort of disappears in fourth quarters. He scored 2 points and had 1 rebound.
He got to demand it.
Yep.
He has to demand the basketball.
Because the best I've ever seen him play was in the bubble. And I don't know what got into him, but I haven't seen that AD out of the bubble back in Los Angeles.
I've seen him play. You saw him lead before the bubble, Skip. You saw what he did, was doing to the Clippers. You saw what he did to the Nuggets. AD is AD. He just has to understand that he's AD all the time. And that requires that you give me the damn ball. Schroeder, you're taking more shots than me.
He is, and he did, and he will, because that is his mentality.
I don't care what his mentality is.
I don't know. I just don't love him as a fit. You know,
I like
Schroeder has extraordinary ability. It's just like...
He can get to the rim. He can get to the rim.
Hey, you want to talk about quickness, effortless, just sort of quickness, but he's 6'1".
Yeah.
So is Rondo, but is this guy? Does he have Rondo's sort of genius for basketball? I don't know.
He's a different type of point guard than Rondo. He's really a 2. Rondo is a traditional point guard.
He is.
Is that the first and most important thing is running the offense, facilitating the offense, assisting the basketball, and then if you leave me open, you give me a shot, I'll take it. These modern point guards, Skip, they're really 2 guards. It's like, I'm going to shoot first, and if I got a wide open guy, I'll pass it to him. But other than that, I'm looking to create my own shot.
I think you're going to have a hard time blending his chemistry into yours.
What?
Yeah.
We're going to start tonight. I like to blend tonight.
Do you?
Yeah. burger and fries. Eat them up, Lakers. Burger and fries, that's a perfect combination.
LeBron might be a little distracted tonight because it's his birthday.
They were distracted.
Big birthday celebration. Shannon, have you already texted him happy birthday?
Yeah, I got a little, he sent me a little gift for his birthday.
He sends gifts to you.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah.
What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, all right. Who will finally be crowned NFC East champion this weekend? Finally, we will know. Antonio Cromartie joins us. Let's hear his thoughts next.